Hey guys, how we doing today? It's me, Alan, here at LFC Red Chat. We're going to go over the Real Madrid game, go over the 5 things that we learned, um, and just basically break it down. Performance-wise, it was okay for me. Probably one of the best of the year so far, but we'll get into that. First of all, Super Sub. Super Sub goes out to Connor Michael. Thank you very much for subscribing, Connor. It means a lot to me, like I say in every single video, but it really, really does mean a lot to me when people do click that subscriber button, which is right up here in your top corner. It does mean huge to me because it means that people actually like what I'm doing, and that's the whole point of why I do it, so that people like my videos, thumbs them up, they write comments down below, they want to interact with me, hear about my opinions, and I always want to hear about your guys' opinions as well, so make sure that if you see a video, make sure you write down a comment down below so I can get your opinion as well, But yeah, thanks very much, Connor. We'll jump right into this video for you. Okay, number one, and the 5 things that we learned from this game. Kolo Toure needs to play more. Now, if you're a regular to my channel, if you're a regular to my Twitter page, Facebook page, Twitter at LFC Red Chat, Facebook LFC Red Chat. If you're regular, I've actually been gunning for Kolo a little bit more to be in the team, being set up, and I keep on getting the same sort of response. No, he's a reserve player. He's there for the League Cup, and for me personally, I replied to, well, why are we paying his wages? Like, what's the point in having Kolo Toure there? We can't have a boy from the youth team, from the academy, step up for a league game and play centre back for us? Why are we keeping Kolo on the bench like that? So as our defensive woes got more and more with Lovren and Skirtle not quite clicking, and definitely when Sacco went out injured, I was really wanting to see what Kolo could do for us. And I think he showed in the Swansea game, and he definitely showed in the Real Madrid game, that even though Skirtle was wearing the captain's armband, he was the main man in that back four. He was bossing the players around. He was telling where the boys should have been, where they have to be. He was all over Ronaldo. Like you've seen in the memes, I'm sure. Ronaldo was in his pocket the whole game. It was fantastic to watch from, proving me right, proving other fans right, that he should be more involved than what he has been. He's got experience, he's won the league before, he's been to Champions League finals with Arsenal, he knows what it's all about, he's played in World Cups, he's the real deal, he's the full package. He is a little bit blunderful at times, as we saw when he completely missed Benzema being behind him on Benzema's goal and the only goal of the game. Hands up, he was at fault for that, but that's just a little bit of rust of being on the bench all the time and not getting in full game mode, as you would say. But yeah, number two that we need to know, Markovic. I feel he is more unlucky. He's unluckier than he is struggling at the moment. Okay, I saw great runs forward. I saw great ambition to get forward from, to put in the final ball, to be in menace form, and I just feel as if he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck at all at this moment in time. The ball just he seems to have his first touch desert him at times. He seems to be clumsy. He seems to get the ball stuck under his feet more often than not. When he was taking on the last man in Real Madrid, that one run that he just got the ball and thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to wait for everybody to run past me eventually. I'm just going to go after him, and fair play to him. Good for him. Good for him for having the balls to try and create something attack minded and creative and something different. I saw that from him, so that's why I don't think he's struggling as much. I just think he's unlucky. Number three, we're going to dive straight into Mignolet. Dives, yeah, pun. Mignolet had the best game I've seen for this season since I don't know, for a very, very long time. I think a large part was to do with Kolo. He had confidence in who was in front of him, barking out the orders, let him play his game, come for balls that he wanted to come for. Kolo was telling him not to come for balls when Kolo was going to clear the ball or Skirtle was going to clear. Like I said, Kolo bossed that back four, or you can call it back five if you want to include the goalkeeper as well on that. He bossed the defence around, and Mignolet came up with a lot of good saves. Some I thought he should have catched instead of parrying, especially against Real Madrid with the ball hawks that they have, the poachers that they have in a team. But in all, he kept them out. Except from that one gaff from Colo for missing Benzema, he kept them out. You know, he did well. Number 4 that we learn, Lucas and can play that defensive midfielder role a lot better than Gerrard does. Okay, I'm not saying that Gerrard shouldn't be out of the team. I think we should find another place for Gerrard. I think his impact coming on as a sub also does well for him too. I think when you look at the bench and you're able to see, oh, I can bring on Gerrard for games against whoever and change the game. I think you can do that with Gerrard. I also think he also has something to offer starting as well. I just think that Lucas or Shan provides more in that defensive midfield role. I really do. We always look a lot better as a defensive unit. If you want to add in the defensive midfield and the defensive unit, making a back 6 or so, I always think Lucas does a lot better in that. It's his more natural position. Gerrard is more of a forward thinking or up the park thinking sort of player. So that's what I thought. Number 5, Lallana was poor. Very, very poor. I'm very, very upset with Lallana. Very upset. I thought he was hiding. I thought he was scared. I thought the game was too big for him. I think the Bernabeu pretty much ate him up. He was standing behind defenders. He wouldn't show for the ball. He wouldn't come for the ball. He wouldn't run into space. He wouldn't present himself. You know, you talk about maybe he didn't get service, but he was in the right position or so. But he wasn't. He wasn't. He was hiding. He was poor. Then I watched Ronaldo and his movement. Okay, Ronaldo was getting shut down by having Skirtle and Kolo Toure right up the backside, practically giving him a fucking colonoscopy during the game. But Lallana he was poor. He was very. I mean, I'm really upset with him. I really am. I'm pissed off at him because he was that bad. Just show for the ball, move into the space. You know what I mean? Give them a pass. This is why we don't have anything creating up front, because people aren't coming forward to collect the ball, to turn, to do something. You know, he did it maybe once or twice, but he had a lot more opportunities to do it more than that. He really did, to come towards the ball and really create something, move the ball about a little bit from side to side, and be involved in that. And I just thought he was left hiding. I really do. One main stat that jumps out off the page for us: one shot on target the whole night. You know, and I bet even Casillas probably can't even remember it if you were to ask him. It was that bad up front, and that's because they were lacking creativity, because players like Lallana are not getting into the right positions, the right space to create stuff. I'll go back to, if you can, go on to molfc.com, watch the match of the day highlights from Liverpool Hull, watch all the way to the end. Watch I forget who it was, and he's a really good player. He was at Newcastle, he was at Barcelona, he's Dutch. Oh, his name escapes me right now, but watch him breaking it down, and you'll see that Liverpool are getting too narrow and sucked into the ball at times when they should be out wider, spreading the back four more than what they are, and creating spaces. And when we do create these spaces, we need people to fill them, and that is why Lallana wasn't filling them, and I'm just annoyed at him at the moment. I really am. Comments down below if you think different, guys. Okay, subscribe up in the box above, and thumbs up the video if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be doing the Chelsea game. I'll have a couple of things to say for the Chelsea game that probably surprise you guys, but yeah, we'll do that. Trivia question. We'll do a trivia question real quick. Tell me who was the player that had the one shot on target down below. Because if you remember, you're better than me. I think I remember. I think I know who it was. But comments down below for the trivia question as well. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe. Have a good one. See you guys. Good night.